Issues and Tissue, a contemporary magazine program that engages and discusses issues of development within and outside the state. The program brings to the fore ranging topics like education, politics, agriculture, just name it, while we examine the nitty-gritty of the issue in focus. Join me, Bisi Akpaida, every Wednesday on African Independent Television, AIT, for an exciting time. Issues and Tissue. If we can think it, we can discuss it. All right, thank you so much for staying tuned to your African Independent Television, AIT. And it's another exciting edition of Issues and Tissues, your number one developmental program that addresses issues of development within Edo State and environs. Of course, it's been a very interesting week, and we would say it's the season of hashtag #EndSARS. For some, I don't know what this means to you, but I would say hashtag #EndSARS is a metaphor for end corruption, end injustice, and anything evil in Nigeria, and bad leadership and bad governance. And for those of you who have also used it as opportunity to loot the system or loot Nigeria, I would want to say that is not the essence of #EndSARS. And if you're a youth and you're listening to me right now, I would advise you, let's go with the positive vibe and the positive flow of the hashtag #EndSARS. Yeah, today on the program, I have some law enforcers actually. They call them the Peace Corps of Nigeria. I'm sure a lot of you must have heard about the Peace Corps of Nigeria. We'll get to know them. We'll get to hear more about them because they are here in the studio with me. And don't go nowhere. Stay there. My name is Bisi Akpaida. We'll be right back. Issues and Tissue, a contemporary magazine program that engages and discusses issues of development within and outside the state. The program brings to the fore ranging topics like education, politics, agriculture, just name it, while we examine the nitty-gritty of the issue in focus. Join me, Bisi Akpaida, every Wednesday on African Independent Television, AIT, for an exciting time. Issues and Tissue. If we can think it, we can discuss it.
Arise, O compatriot, it's time to build our nation. We have delayed for too long. It's time to take the bull by the horn, yeah.
Blow the trumpet of peace, not war. Our mother Nigeria, crying for a survivor.
We are not terrorists, kidnappers, or suicide bombers. We are bona fide Nigerians, good people, great nation.
So let us therefore with one voice reclaim our land. In unity we can win.
Let there be peace in our land.
Lord in the nation, let there be love shed abroad.
In our heart,
Let us reclaim our land
from the claws of the lion,
terrorism, kidnapping, and hatred.
preach peace in unity. We can win.
All right, you're welcome back. We're still on your program, Issues and Tissues, on African Independent Television. And like before we went to national break, I told you that we'll have some guests in the studio, and they are members of the Peace Corps of Nigeria. And I have here with me Patriot Egbado Franklin. He is the Edo State Commandant.
Thanks for having us.
Okay, also joining us today is the Patriot Ian George. He is the Assistant Commandant Special Duty for the Peace Corps of Nigeria. You're welcome.
Good morning, presenter, and good morning, Nigeria.
Thank you so much for finding time to join us today. Peace Corps of Nigeria is actually an organization I want to know more about because There's so much going on, and I love your corporate outfit.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, so can we get to know more about this organization?
Well, thank you so much. The Peace Corps of Nigeria was founded by the National Commandant of the Peace Corps, Ambassador Dixon A.O. Ako,
Okay.
FCITRO, FCPA, on July 8th, 1998. So all this while, Peace Corps has been embarking on peace advocacy all these years. It's an NGO and patterned after the the American Peace Corps.
Okay.
Like you have Peace Corps in America, we have the South African Peace Corps. All of these organizations were formed to take care of certain issues affecting their nations. So Nigeria, the Peace Corps of Nigeria was created to handle peace issues, crisis in the Nigerian sector, within the Nigerian setting. So all these years, the Peace Corps has been, we have a very well structured office in the states of the Federation, including the FCT, with states, and in every state, in every state we also have our local government offices.
Okay.
Just the way we have the state commandants in the state, we have the local government commanders taking care of all the local governments with well-trained officers. Our major sphere is to ensure that the peace, the unity, the oneness of Nigeria is sustained at all costs. And this we are doing not with force, but through peace advocacy, peace education. Because we believe that if you can change what is in a man's mind, you can change what is in his hands. So our focus is on the youth. So the main sphere of the Peace Corps of Nigeria is the educational institutions of this nation. We believe that if we go to the educational system and catch them young, sanitize the place, then the people that are graduating, that we're bringing up every year from those schools, they can help us create a better and a safer and a peaceful Nigeria.
How do you do your recruitment? What's the recruitment process like?
Now, the Peace Corps of Nigeria, for everybody who wants to join the organization, they buy their form. It's called the recruitment form. It's 1.5. Then their training fees. All officers you see in the Peace Corps undergo 1 month intensive training. We don't just pick people from the street and just give them uniform. They undergo 1 month intensive training. That training, the total cost of that training is 40,000 naira. Includes everything you see me wearing now. Their uniform. During that 1 month, they undergo series of lectures on peace advocacy, peace education, security tips, safety tips, health issues. Lectures that will help them become better, not just better officers, but better Nigerians. This will go on for 1 month. We invite the police, we invite the NDLEA, we invite the Federal Fire Service, and all other security agencies who comes to our camps to take lectures, to teach our people, our youth. After that 1 month, before they graduate and become regular officers of the Peace Corps of Nigeria. So that is the recruitment, that is our training process.
Okay, yes, let me come to you now. What makes Peace Corps special? Because I'm sure, because it's an NGO, like you say, though I know that you're pushing to also make it, special forces. But the process now, what makes it different from, some of those other NGOs we see every other day?
Now, it will interest you to know that the Peace Corps of Nigeria, because of the uniqueness or their peculiarity, they were given a special consultative status by the United Nations. So it means they have the ability to also discuss things of affairs at the table of the United Nations.
Okay.
Now, recently, another thing that makes it more outstanding is that the African Union equally presented the Peace Corps of Nigeria, the National Commandant, as the head of security affairs in African Union. So it is something that the letter came from the secretary to the president. Am I correct?
Presidency.
Yes. So the presidency congratulating the national commandant of the new appointment given to him. So you see that it is a great thing to come to Nigeria, and it's a great privilege. Another thing that makes Peace Corps to be so special is that they believe in everyone, irrespective of who you are. Even if the world says this person is not, there's no light in this person, they see vision in everyone. Okay. They will train you, they will educate you, they will give you reorientation of your leadership role in the society. And another thing that makes it that if you go outside and you mention Peace Corps anywhere, people love Peace Corps. There was a time one of the presenters was asking me what is the secret behind it. The secret is because of that specialty you just mentioned, is that one, we are political neutral. And when it comes to this violence that is ongoing now, we are equally neutral in the sense that we are not supporting this side, neither are we supporting the other side. Now imagine that you see Peace Corps while the crisis were ongoing, and Peace Corps were the ones standing beside those people. People will think otherwise, that Peace Corps is even the one sponsoring them. But it is only when the government is backing Peace Corps, saying, okay, we have given you some legal area to go on with this responsibility, that we can do it effectively. So that is why the Peace Corps is no other thing, that they are equally trying to the government that please give us a recognition so that we will be able to serve as a go-in-between. The public trust us. They have confidence in us. While we were doing our broadcasting, while we were sending messages to them, we had many issues from them coming to us, telling them, oh, Peace Corps, State Commandant. Some of them, while we were even coming, they were saying, State Commandant, please go and talk to your state governor. Tell them we are not happy. The state commandant said, don't worry, everything will be fine. So that is what really makes Peace Corps to be unique and outstanding, because people in the public has confidence in us, and we are not ready to trade with it.
Okay, so how do you liaise with your people? I'll still want to pose a question on you because you're on special duty.
Okay.
How do you liaise with them? Because is that part of what you're asking the federal government to give to you, an opportunity to carry arms also in Peace Corps?
Okay, thank you. The Peace Corps of Nigeria does not have the intention of going with arms.
Okay.
We don't have the intention. Even when passed into law, I still believe that we still don't have the intention of taking arms. We believe that the best way to be able to deal with this issue is to use our upstairs, our cognitive, our brain. That with that we can be able to settle this issue. Let us use, okay, I don't need to mention any security agency, but there are some that do not carry arms. And when you see them, you are scared because of the way they enforce their rules and regulations. Okay. So the same way Peace Corps is there, because one thing we do is that we do not share sympathy. We share the word empathy. The secret is that darkness cannot conquer darkness. Violence cannot conquer violence. It is only light that can conquer darkness. And it is only peace that can overcome the violence we are having right now. Not violence to violence.
Okay, Franklin, don't you think that Peace Corps would actually be doing the work of community policing right now? Would you say you guys are already taking up that role already?
You know, we are trying to create a system where every street will have security officers, security men, or security operatives on every street to quickly alert the police and other security agencies in case of any outbreak of crime. That's what is happening in other countries. Because before something is happening, before you know, it just within 1 or 2 minutes, you see the security agencies are here. How did they? Because they are close by, or information has gone to them. Mm-hmm. So that the Peace Corps of Nigeria is a complementary agency. We are not out to take the work of the police or any other people. We are out to ensure that there is this a watertight security in our community, in our state, in our nation. So the community police you're talking about is part of the Peace Corps agenda. The neighborhood watch you're talking about is part of the bill that is before the National Assembly right now. And when that is passed, Peace Corps officers will be posted on every street. All of these will help to reduce the level of crime that we are experiencing right now in the nation.
All right, here we'll be speaking with Patriot Igbadun Franklin. He is the state Justice Commandant for Peace Corps of Nigeria, and is not here alone. He's here with his colleague, George. the Assistant Commandant Special Duties. Thank you so much for the time. We'll be right back after the break.
There'll be peace, peace, peace over the world. Let there be love, love, love over the world. Let there be peace, peace, peace over the world. Let there be love, love, love over the world. Let us reclaim our land from the claws of the lion. Terrorism, kidnapping, and hatred. Preach peace in unity. Yes, we are Nigeria. We can win if we believe. Yes, we are Nigeria. In unity we stand. We believe we will win. We believe we will win. Yes.
Issues and Tissue, a contemporary magazine program that engages and discusses issues of development within and outside the state. The program brings to the fore ranging topics like education, politics, agriculture, just name it, while we examine the nitty-gritty of the issue in focus. Join me, BC Akpaida, every Wednesday on African Independent Television, AIT, for an exciting time. Issues and Tissue. If we can think it, we can discuss it. All right, you're welcome back. I still have my guests from the Peace Corps of Nigeria, and we'll be speaking with Ian George and Egbado Franklin. Now, we've just had hashtag NSAS. That's the latest where we are right now. Did you guys see this coming? Because you must have interfaced with youth at the community level based on your office. Did you see it coming at all?
If you look at this, it's not only Nigeria we have observed this thing, but we equally observed it in other parts of the world before now. Just that Nigeria is coming when the virus just ended, so it's also affecting the economy.
Yeah.
Now, the youth on their own were not satisfied with some of the things that they were receiving from the government, and they have tried to channel their grievances in different ways. So they believe that the best way for them to handle this is through protesting. And while it started, there were some who were doing it in a genuine way. If you remember the broadcast of the president, equally the interview with the Inspector General of Police, he did not criticize those who were protesting in a constructive way, who were doing it in a peaceful way. They commended them. But it was only those who were doing it in order to hijack or in order to create violence that everyone were really against. So the first intention of those people was very, very good. But where the Peace Corps would have loved to come in is that Peace Corps, one of the work of Peace Corps is that the Peace Corps serve as a watchdog. When I mean watchdog, they try to see what is going on and quickly report that into the nearest enforcement officers. So it would have been better if Peace Corps was assigned to those people. So Peace Corps will serve as a watchdog to monitor those who are doing it, who are having the negative intention, so that we can quickly apprehend those ones. Or if not Peace Corps, other security agencies would have been attached to them, so that those ones would have that sense of confidence, one. Two, sense of belonging, that even the people we are trying to agitate for are equally supporting us. So it wouldn't have agitated to this extent. But we are not saying they are failure, but we had some of them saying that they are going back to re-strategize themselves to see areas where they've got it wrong and how they can correct those areas. Then that is area where Peace Corps is equally saying, let us come in here. We are not coming here to join you to say, no, let us end this thing, let's take law into our hands. But we are coming here to say, with the knowledge we have, that the best way to do things is through dialogue.
Okay, what do you think would be the plus now if the federal government comes up today and say, okay, let's, recognize your organization like you are requesting, at the National Assembly? What advantages do you think it will bring?
One of the agitation we have on the streets is because our youth are jobless. The Peace Corps is an already made organization that will absorb over 100,000 youths off the streets when the bill is signed. But in Edo State, I want to commend the state governor for what he's doing, because when he came through the Edo jobs, you see his proactiveness to ensure that the youths are engaged, jobs are created. So the Peace Corps of Nigeria, when the bill is signed, number one, jobs will be created for over 100 to 200,000 Nigerian youths who are right now doing nothing. Because they are idle, they are now used as tools to ferment one crime, political talks or the other. But when these people are engaged, who will have time to be, we will be waiting for 1,500 to carry placards to protest for one person or the other. So Peace Corps will create job. That's number one. Number two, Peace Corps will bring sanity to our educational system. Right now, the rots in the educational system, cannot be quantified. One of the Peace Corps' mandate is to ensure that sexual harassment in higher institutions is reduced to the barest minimum. Court activities is reduced to the barest minimum. Examination malpractices are reduced to the better. All this blocking, because of the blocking and whatever you have in schools now, those who have brains to read no longer want to read. Like what you said, we were going to start as watchdogs. Peace Corps of Nigeria officers, Peace Corps is an intelligent organization. We're going to serve as watchdogs in all of these institutions to ensure that all of this is a nip in the bud. This is the training we have undergone. And that's why we are begging the federal government to pass the bill into law. We are begging President Muhammadu Buhari, because the bill has come back to the House in this National Assembly. So we are begging the President to pass the bill into a lot of benefits will be accrued to this nation when the Nigerian Peace Corps bill is passed.
Okay, well, let's just hear from you. What would be your advice to the youth out there, and with regards to also working positively with your organization, and even after the bill is passed, because I believe that there's no better time right now that we will need the Peace Corps of Nigeria, because we need a lot of intelligence gathering and workings to ensure that we work together and make Nigeria a better place. What would be your advice to the youth right now who's watching, who wants to be a part of the Peace Corps and also wants to be a better person, in life?
My advice is that first, it is not easy to be a leader, and once you are a leader, just take note that not everybody will support you. I want them to know that it is not easy for the state governor and it's not easy for the president. But let us appreciate the little effort they are doing. Like, I want to commend the governor of Edo State, which has set up the committee. So please, to the youth, that we should please listen to this committee. If you are having any grievances, if you are having any challenge, please channel it to this committee. That is the first thing. And be ready to hear what this committee is going to give back as a feedback to us. We should be willing to listen to them. They are our parents, they are our brothers, they are even our relatives. We should listen to them. The governor himself comes from a family. So why not us listen? Nobody wants his family to die. So it means it comes from a family. It's from Edo State. So let us listen. So that is my advice to them. And I want to promise them that Peace Corps is not a threat to the youth.
I'm also privileged to be this Edo State coordinator for the Nigerian Youth Compact on COVID-19.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a domesticated version of the UN Global Compact for COVID-19. The program is aimed at creating the data of 10 million Nigerian youths affected by the pandemic.
Oh, really?
Yes. We have the mandate to ensure that these youths who lost their jobs, or whose environments whose communities were devastated because of the pandemic, or who have one problem or the other, we are creating their data in all the 18 local government areas.
So how would they reach out to you?
And that is why the flag off for the Youth Compact in Edo is coming up by the end of November. The UN is coming with palliative, is coming with grants to ensure that these youths or communities are lifted up from the effects of the pandemic.
Okay, I see better days ahead for the youth. Maybe it's good sometimes that you agitate so that you shake the system a little, so people get to know that. I'm glad. All right, we've been here with members of the Peace Corps of Nigeria, and thank you so much for coming on the program, and for you who have taken out time to watch the program. I'm sure you've been also educated, because I have gotten a lot of information. We will appeal to the federal government. Please do the needful with regards to passing the bill so that they become, Nigerian Peace Corps. Of course, at least that's something we all want to see, so that all of these beautiful ideas and beautiful proposals that, of course, they've started carrying out most of it already, because we can see would become, a reality and will be better served as the Nigerian people. My name is Bisi Akpaida. I'll see you again next week on another exciting edition of Issues and Tissue. Issues and Tissue, a contemporary magazine program that engages and discusses issues of development within and outside the state. The program brings to the fore ranging topics like education, politics, agriculture, just name it, while we examine the nitty-gritty of the issue in focus. Join me, Bisi Akpaida, every Wednesday on African Independent Television, AIT, for an exciting time. Issues and Tissue. If we can think it, we can discuss it.
We are Nigerians. We can win if we believe. Yes, we are Nigerians. In